Welcome, wherever time zone you're in, whatever country, this is Raw Talk Rapid Fire with the most excellent on my Mari Grant.
I'm
How you
good.
doing, Mari?
Thank you for having me on the platform again. It's an honor to be a part of the Raw Talk team, and I'm looking forward to our conversation this evening.
Ali or Mike Tyson?
Ali.
Joe Fraser or George Foreman?
George Foreman.
Sugar Ray Leonard or Tommy Hearns?
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Roberto Duran or Julio Cesar Chavez?
Duran.
Roy Jones Jr. or Joe Calzaghe?
Happened already, so you have to be Kozagi.
Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao? All day long. Time to prime, Tyson Fury, Klitschko, away from home, versus Prime Ali.
Ali, wait, he had too many
Ali.
champions. He beat too many champions. Era of boxing as well.
15 rounds. Nigel Benn or Chris Eubank Seniors, prime for prime.
Eubank.
Beterbiev or Bivol?
Bivol.
Eubank Jr. or Conor Benn in the rematch next week. And how does it go?
I think Conor's going to have a better version of himself this time, but I still think Eubank's got the edge. I think it's Eubank's.
Yeah. Do you feel it's one of those situations, that fight, Amari, in your own opinion, where man's got his number and that's that?
I think he's just naturally bigger than him, and he's got more experience than him. I think Conor has got a little bit of grit into him, but it's a bit like with the fathers. Chris Eubank was just a bit better than Ben.
And Boots or Charlo?
I'll be very honest. I've heard about Charlo, but I've not had a proper detailed eye on Charlo. I've just heard about his accolades. Boots, I've actually seen and heard, and he seems like he's on an upward trajectory. So I'm going to say Boots just based on that.
Let's flip it. Boots or Crawford?
Crawford. I think just experience.
Crawford. I'll go with Crawford. Itama versus Wardley.
That's a good one. I do feel like they're pushing Itama a bit too soon, maybe because of his age. He's in contender mode.
No Holyfield versus Prime Usyk.
I feel like, to be honest, because they're very similar, aren't they? Because they're all coming from like heavyweight up to heavyweight.
But yeah, they've got a lot in common like that. I didn't think about it like that. I just thought mystical matchup. That's a lovely.
Yeah, I feel like they're very similar. I feel like Usyk is the Evander Holyfield of this generation. But I just feel like skills-wise, I think Usyk's probably a bit better.
Now, talking about heavyweights and talking about interesting bouts, did you watch the interview I did with Dan Garber the other day?
Yeah.
Big Dan. He's from a boxing lineage, right? What about this then? Right, Dave Allen's just come off a loss. Dave Allen, yeah? Dave Allen's just come off a loss. Dan Garber's just come off 2 wins.
Full of experience he's had in the game.
I think that would be a phenomenal bout. And I think Dan beats him. What do you think?
You know what? I'm not going to lie. I think it's a very well-matched fight. Dave Allen, he's proved that he can come back from a loss, and he's proved that he can also capitalize on his opportunities. It depends on what kind of Dave Allen shows up. I feel like he's unpredictable in that sense, and he's almost like a wild card. So someone like Dan Garber, it could be a massive step up for him, or it could be an opportunity for Dave to show his level.
But Dan's just waiting for somebody to overlook him. I think it's very
Definitely.
well.
That's why I think like that. Even how we're talking now, like I can bring up points for both.
Yeah, I'm getting excited just thinking about it. Like, you know what it is? I put it on the YouTube, the interview that we did. Everybody's like that. Yo, this guy's the perfect opponent for Dave Allen. And that's why I asked you the question.
The White Rhino.
Because I just think it makes sense.
White Rhino.